YouTube, it's Christine with Souls Rising, and I am hopping on today to bring through some oracle messages for the sign of Capricorn. So if you have a Capricorn, a sun, moon, or rising sign, stick around for your messages. I'm gonna jump right in and start with the oracle cards, and then we will move over to the tarot. These are timeless messages, so whenever this message finds you, that is the right time. It is a collective message, so take what resonates and leave anything that doesn't make sense to your situation or your life. All right, Capricorn, so here is what we got coming out with the oracle cards. We have Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings is the first card in the first position. And I do definitely feel with this card that this figure is like sweeping this new energy into you guys. And it feels like, almost like two elements coming together and colliding here to bring this into you, or almost like a past energy and a new energy that are commingling and solidifying together to form something new for you guys, which is really a cool place to be. I don't know that this is totally set in yet because of the next card that we have here, which is Dragon Spirit, which is power. And I keep getting the sense with this card of like, this is you, Capricorn, recharging your battery. So I feel like you guys have been through it and you're at a point now where maybe you're a little tired or a little wiped out, exhausted. And so there's this need now to recharge and refuel for this new energy that is about to come in. There was another sign that got something similar to this this month, where it was this sense of getting a breather, you know, needing like a little bit of time and space to recharge the battery so that we can keep going. I also do feel with this that it's like you guys have to do this so that you can move forward. And some of this, you know, is a card of empowerment too. So I definitely feel for some of my Capricorns, this is also about you beginning to come back to life a little bit, coming back to feeling like yourself again, starting to really step more fully and more confidently into your future and feeling good about it, feeling empowered and feeling like I can make things be what I want them to be. And then we have meandering pathway flow. And I got that for many of you, I feel like this is the path you've been traveling. Okay, it's been a little windy. It hasn't really been the most straightforward. It's also a little bit in the dark, okay? And I feel some of my Capricorns right now are kind of coming out of a dark place or coming out of the dark. Some of you, this could be a dark night of the soul experience where you've really just sort of been going through it within yourself. And now there's this breath of fresh air energy that is about to sweep in. I do feel like this catches you off guard, or you're not expecting it. It's maybe not the direction you were heading, but it may be something much better for you. You know, this almost has that off the beaten path energy. And so there could be sort of a new path that's about to present itself that isn't what you planned and isn't what you expected, but altogether ends up being better for you and offers a lot of great opportunities, I'm hearing, okay? So stay open to it. You know, Capricorns, you guys are, you know, you like order, you like structure. So don't be too rigid about this. Like, you know, you have plan A, but stay open to plan B, guys. Stay open to this plan B, because I do feel like this is ultimately a lit path, a lighted path, a spirit-led path. It's almost like spirit creating your dreams for you. And they've just been giving you a little chance to catch your breath and recharge your battery, and then you're ready for this. And then we have Wood Nymph Beauty coming out below those. And I really feel like this is like you feeling recharged. I heard refreshed and sort of basking in your own glow, coming into a space of really appreciating yourself more, seeing your own beauty within and really enjoying it. Really feeling more like yourself maybe than you have in a very long time. And that's a wonderful space to be in. And I feel like this is where you guys are heading. You're kind of going through transition, and this is what you're about to step into, is feeling really secure, feeling really confident, and feeling really good about yourself and the choices that you have made that have led you into this space in your life. And then we have elves, playfulness. And again, I feel like this is you learning to lighten up a little bit, learning to enjoy a little bit more of the magic of the universe. And, notice that this girl has her hands behind her back. She doesn't feel like she has to force anything. She's sort of just allowing life to play out on life's terms and knowing that everything's going to be okay. There's all this like spiritual support around her. We see all these beings flying around her, helping her, supporting her. And she's got her head turned to this beautiful new light that is about to enter her life. And so I feel like right now, this is where you guys are going. You're going into this space of beginning to be able to see everything you've worked so hard for coming together and being able to just bask in it, being able to just enjoy it and appreciate it. For those of you that this new beginning is really presenting a new path, this can also be like letting your hair down a little bit and having a little more free time, having a little bit more time to just be yourself and to enjoy yourself because the hard work is done. And this path actually is a better plan for you, or is an easier one than the one you were traveling down before, even if it's sort of plan B and not plan A. And then we have Aspen Spirit, courage. Sometimes it takes courage to go off the beaten path, right? And I was getting that phrasing before from Spirit of off the beaten path, to do our own thing in our own way. We have to be proud of ourselves. I'm hearing proud of ourselves, but also we have to believe in ourselves more than anything. We have to know that we can have that life of our dreams, the castle of our dreams, right? That home life, that beautiful dream life that we have been fantasizing about, that we actually do possess within us the ability to form it and create it. And sometimes, we go about trying to force it, or we work really hard and feel like it's not happening, only to learn that as things come apart or unravel, that it all comes back together even better than we ever could have planned it. And I do feel like a lot of my Capricorns right now, you're in this place where Spirit has a better plan, and they're about to show their hand, or they're about to help usher this in for you, and you don't see it coming until it just shows up or lands right in your lap. And you're like, oh, I'm going over here now? All right. I do feel like it's time to put your game face on, though. When this shows up, it's like, put on your game face, put away the fear, and you're ready, like step into it. Okay. So let's go to the tarot. I kind of feel like that's all that we can get from the Oracle cards. And I want to dive into this a little bit deeper for my Capricorns. All right, Capricorn, with a lot of cards coming out from the tarot for you guys. And I definitely feel like there's some other layers to this message coming in with this. So the first card up is the Three of Cups, celebration, okay? And I kind of feel like some of you are celebrating something that just seems like fresh and new, the path you've been on, right? Maybe not the one that's about to show up though, okay? So you might be in celebration mode of something that you just started that you kind of think it's gonna go one way, but then with this next card and the one after it, I get like hold up energy. It's almost like screech to a halt. So I have the, tossing the cards on the floor. I have the Temperance card showing up next. And, Temperance can be about waiting, but I really get hold up energy with this. It's like, hold up. Don't celebrate just yet, because it's like something else is coming in and it's going to change the plan. And then we have Two of Swords, and I feel like whatever this is, it's like that plan B. I really feel like this is that plan B energy, the thing you didn't plan for coming in and creating a little chaos possibly, but it's a chance for you. I feel like you're gonna have to make a decision about something. Like, you're gonna have to choose what you really want. And for some of you, this might mean having to really go back to the beginning and rethink, why did I make these choices in the first place? Like, why was I even on this path to begin with? Like, what is actually the goal here for me? And really go within and really think it through and think it over. You know, what was I trying to build for myself? And is this thing really it? Okay, because I do feel like plan B ultimately is better, even if it may be a spirit-led plan, not your plan, or maybe not your original plan. And ultimately, I feel like this can bring you back to the goals you really did originally have for yourself. It's just like a higher path, but it's gonna make you pause a little bit. And the way that this comes in, like I said, it may be tumultuous or it may be unexpected. So it could throw some of my Capricorns for a loop. I don't really feel like this is a sign that likes the unexpected. I feel like you guys like alignment, you like a plan, you like things to fall into place and fit and be smooth. This doesn't really feel smooth in the way that it comes in, okay? Just that's the way the energy of this feels. All right, so why is this happening? Why is this happening, right? I kind of feel like the next row answers that question. We have the Queen of Pentacles. To me, this queen looks bored, okay? This is the energy of somebody who gets what they want and then realizes it's not really what they wanted anyway. Now, this could be you, Capricorn, or this could be somebody connected to you, all right? Like somebody in your family, friend, relationship, that kind of thing. Possibly coworker, but this feels a little more intimate than that to me. And then we have Page of Wands, which is sort of like a contemplation with this. It's sort of like, okay, we have this new thing. Is this really going where I want it to go? Sort of looking ahead and thinking it over, thinking it through, pondering. And then we have the Hanged Man showing up. And again, you know, there's that putting the brakes on energy with this. It's that sense of like, wait, rethinking it, right? Thinking something through again, rethinking the plan. Like, is this what I want? And maybe for someone, the answer is no, because the next card is Five of Cups and it's disappointment. All right, so maybe somebody was chasing a dream and now it's like you realize it's not real, or you realize it's not what you thought it was gonna be, and there's a sense of feeling let down or feeling disappointed because you wanted something more for yourself, or you wanted something better, or this person wanted something more or wanted something better. For some of you, this may be around finances or money. We have the Ten of Pentacles showing up then here. Maybe you chose to do something, but it's not producing as much, financially for you as what you had hoped or planned. And so that could be causing you to rethink it or think it over or decide whether this is ultimately the right path for you. For some of you, this could be another person connected to you who maybe made a choice based on what they thought was going to be in their best financial interest, only to realize it's really not yielding the financial results that they had hoped for. Or maybe they're just not living the cushy life that they wanted or envisioned that they were heading towards. Either way, the devil is popping in here. So there's a shadow energy at play with this, okay? For some of you, it could be that maybe money was making too many decisions and not the heart, okay? So whether that's you or someone connected to you, that it could be that we really need to get back to the original reason. Why did we do this? What did we really want out of it, right? What did you really want here? Or what did this person really want here in the first place? For some of you, you might be getting suspicious of this person that maybe it's like gold digger energy. Like maybe somebody just wanted you for your money, or just wanted to go along with something with you, maybe a business plan or something, because they thought it was going to produce a lot of money and it's just not working out that way, but maybe their heart really wasn't in it, like almost like choosing it for the wrong reasons and then realizing that's not a sustainable plan. Okay, I want to pull like 2 more cards for that devil energy, because that interpretation might be a little different for different folks watching this. So let me get 2 more cards for the devil, please, Spirit. 2 more cards for the devil. Oh, we got 3. Yeah, it's thinking, really think this through. It's time to reconsider. Okay, we got Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords can also be trickster energy a little bit. It can be something hidden or something, a lie, deception too here. So again, maybe somebody's lying to themselves about what they want, or maybe Somebody wasn't fully honest about their intentions going into something with you, or maybe you weren't truly honest with yourself about your intentions going into a plan or into this path that you have been going down. And then we have Page of Cups. And I feel like this is it's time to really think about what is going to make you happy. You know, I feel like some of my Capricorns, either you or somebody close to you, has been putting finances or putting money maybe ahead of happiness, or putting forgetting like why you were going down a path in the first place, almost like you've lost heart in it, like your heart isn't in it anymore, but you're still doing it anyway. And it's time to rethink it. It's time to reconsider, like, why are you doing this, and is it bringing you joy? And if it's not, why not? And what needs to change? You know, maybe you don't have all the pieces yet to make something happen the way you want. Or maybe, you know, with this Three of Pentacles, maybe the pieces just aren't coming together right. Okay, there might need to be a change. Maybe we need to swap something out, or maybe we need to adjust what we're building to make it stronger, to make it really fit the vision that we have. Keep seeing this like little window here on this card, and they're like painting this picture, right? Maybe somebody painted a picture of something that ultimately isn't what this ended up being. But the other way that I see this is that we have to really think about, is what we're building matching the vision that we had for it when we started out or not? And is that still okay with us? I think that's the question right now for you Capricorns. That's what that Two of Swords is, like having to make a decision about. Is this thing really shaping up the way I wanted? Is it still meeting my needs? Is it still matching the vision that I had at the onset, or is it not? And what do I maybe need to do about that? And the answer that might depend, you know, on your answer to the question originally of, is it meeting my needs? Yes or no? And then under that, we have a few other cards popping in. So we have Six of Cups, which can have to do with nostalgia and the past. It can also talk just about happiness and happy family life. Someone may have been trying to recreate something from the past, okay, or did end up recreating something from the past unintentionally. Take it how it resonates, guys. That might not be for everybody. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles now. Here's what's interesting. When I first pulled this popped out upright, okay, in that bright position. And Seven of Pentacles is planning, making plans. You know, we've done all the work and everything's, it's not really plans, it's sort of like the planning's done. It's like we've invested, right? We've invested in something, all the work is done, and now we're just waiting to see the results. But a funny thing happened, and I bumped this card and it landed on the floor, but when it landed actually in the reverse position, and I really feel strongly that that was spirit and that was not an accident. Okay, and the fact that it changed isn't an accident either in this reading. So what I'm getting is, we thought we did everything that we needed. We thought we put all the pieces in place for something and the work was done, only to have to go back to the drawing board. I hear back to the drawing board. And this feels like letdown or disappointment, okay? For a lot of my Capricorns, I feel like there's disappointment with that and worry maybe and fear about that. But ultimately, you know, sometimes plan B is better than plan A. Remember, plan B can be better than plan A. Or maybe you're actually being shown something because Spirit has a better plan. Some of you might have been walked into this to help you grow, build, develop, strengthen your own power. Some of you, this is about taking your power back in a situation. And the process of assessing and evaluating, is something for me or not? Is it really meeting my needs? Is it really meeting my goals for myself and my life? And then making a change based upon that information is an empowering state to be in. It's the opposite of being a victim. It's seeing that something isn't right and then making that change and knowing that we can make changes. We don't have to just suck it up and deal with it if we don't like it, right? So some of you are getting a little lesson in empowerment. And again, that's not for all of you. Then we have Knight of Cups, opportunity, okay? I do feel that this is actually new opportunity coming in. So I feel like this is why you're gonna have a choice to make, because something new is coming on the scene and it gives you pause. It makes you stop. This card came out under the Hanged Man and under the Temperance card right in a row, like right down the center of this reading. You know, I have my cards laid out like a grid, and that's where this fell. And it's like, this is worth considering. This new path or this new opportunity that shows up for you is really something that could be very solid and might be a better way to get what you want. So don't dismiss it, you know, because it's not what you originally planned for. Okay, that's kind of the message coming in here. And then we have Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles coming in. There's a masculine and a feminine energy here. And, you know, Queen of Wands is usually a passionate sort of sign, but I keep being pulled to, in this Queen of Wands, her eyes are closed. I don't know if you guys can see that. She's actually like almost asleep. I keep hearing asleep at the wheel. Somebody's like asleep at the wheel. And I get, again, with this, it's like the passion isn't actually there. Like someone's heart isn't here. Somebody's heart isn't in this. And that's really causing problems, okay? And I do feel like this is affecting finances with the King of Pentacles. Someone's heart isn't in something, and it might be causing the financial piece to not line up, or causing something to fall apart, or maybe it builds up and then it loses traction again. You know, especially since we had that Ten of Pentacles with the Devil energy. Sometimes we can't make something work because it isn't really what we want anyway. And maybe we just haven't acknowledged that, or we aren't allowing ourselves, because we put so much energy and effort into it in the first place. You know, it's almost like you walk so far into the plan, you feel stuck sometimes. And this can happen a lot with people with career paths. You know, if you become a doctor, for example, and you put a ton of your energy and effort into that, and then you change your freaking mind like 10 years in, that's a hard decision to make, right? Because there's such an investment in it, both emotionally and work-wise and, you know, financially and all of it. So, and not that I necessarily think this is career change, maybe for a few of you, but this could be, you know, some other enterprise or some other plan or path that you've been working on. Maybe it's a home that you've been building. Maybe it is the vision for your future. Maybe it involves, you know, a partner, especially with this male and female energy showing up. Maybe one of you isn't into it anymore, or maybe Capricorn, it's you. Maybe you're the Queen of Wands and you're realizing, I don't want this and it's not bringing me what I need. For a few of you, maybe it's bringing you money, but not joy. And that's a tough place to be in too, right? Because money can pull us off our path sometimes. Money can allure us, you know, it can become the gilded cage. We're good at it, it's paying off, but the zest isn't there anymore, the desire for it isn't there. And that may also be another reason why that Ten of Pentacles was showing up with the Devil for some of you, right? If that resonates for you, that can be another interpretation for the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles. Almost like the money is driving the train and it shouldn't be, or somebody is too focused on money and not focused enough on love, or not focused enough on their heart or what they really, really are passionate about, okay? And then I asked for clarity on that, and I got Five of Wands, which is conflict, can be inner conflict. I do feel like in this case it is inner conflict rather than outer conflict, although if there's a partner or somebody involved in this, you could be fighting with that person about this, or it could be causing tension and conflict, right? Especially if this is a business partner. And then we have Queen of Swords, and I feel like this is like being done with it. This is like coming to the understanding that it's time to put an end to something. Also, Queen of Swords can be awareness, you know, clarity. But I feel like this is kind of coming into a space of being tired of it and being ready to make a change, make a decision that puts a stop to the conflict, whether that's within you or with someone else. And what is stopping that, though, are the next two cards. Again, Eight of Coins, worked really hard for this, spent a lot of time building it. Maybe on some ways it is working, okay, with the Eight of Coins. Maybe something about this project is working and something isn't, or this partnership, some things are working and some things aren't, right? And you got to kind of weigh it out. Is it still worth continuing on if part of it's working but the other part isn't? And how important is the part that isn't, right? So you guys have some internal like questioning to do here with that. The next card is the Nine of Swords, which is worry and anxiety, fear. So some of you are holding back. It's almost like you don't want to swing the sword. You don't want to make the decision because you're worried or stressed about like all that you put into something or invested in it. And that might be paralyzing a little bit. So some of you might be really kind of just stuck in fear, which doesn't feel good, but you're struggling because a decision needs to be made. Now, I'm being pulled back up to that Two of Swords. Now, I really do feel like this is you feeling stuck, maybe not sure what to do. But look at that moon in the sky. It almost looks like a solar eclipse, but it's like on its side, or like a giant eye shining down from the heaven. And I really feel like this is actually golden opportunity coming in. It's very similar to the Meandering Pathway card that we got here. It's almost like the spirit has a better plan and it's gonna show up. I feel like some of you are getting help to get you out of this, or like plan B is gonna show up, you know, or maybe it's even plan C. You're looking between A and B and boom, plan C that you didn't expect suddenly manifests and you have to deal with it, or you have to make a choice now, but there's a better option showing up, or maybe it wasn't there before. And ultimately, know that you have the power to make this choice. You have the power to do something about this. I do feel like some of you are just real tired. Maybe some of you are actually worn down because of this whole situation. Now that we pulled these tarot cards, some of you, maybe you're tired because you're worn the hell out from this internal struggle you've been going through, battling it out, trying to figure it out, right? Feeling like you have to carry on with something that's no longer bringing joy, or is just no longer fulfilling in the same way that it once was, or in the same way that you thought it would be. And so there's some tough choices, Capricorn, some tough choices for you guys to make right now. And while it isn't easy, know that when you do this, okay, once you make the choice, I feel like that's when this other energy comes in. Release, refreshing, feeling good again, feeling like ourselves again, feeling back in our own energy again, confidence, feeling excited about life again. And then boom, that thing that we've been wanting anyway, it can show up, right? It can come in because we had the courage to change it. We had the courage to make the shift that was needed for ourselves, for our own wellness, for our own sanity. Let's get 2 more cards for our Capricorns. Yeah, oh yeah, this is such validation, you guys. All right, so I'll show you what came out. 2 of Pentacles, which is where you are right now, weighing out your options, okay? And it's okay to weigh them out carefully. I feel like for you guys, this is a big deal, whatever it is. Again, a lot invested in it. Somebody has invested a lot in this. So there's a lot maybe at stake, or it feels that way, okay? Maybe you feel like you stand to lose a lot if you make the wrong choice. You want to be really careful about it. You want to be clear about it. So you're weighing things out. The process of weighing it out is worth it though. So don't give up prematurely, really think it through, because we've got the Sun right after. I feel like this process you're going through is ultimately leading you into something better. It's allowing harmony to come back into your life, and peace and joy to come back into your life, and for you to feel relief. And then we had Wheel of Fortune coming in on the cross, which is the transitional energy for me. And I, again, feel the sense of, I'm even seeing this little white thing, almost looks like an angel feather to me. I feel like you're about to get a helping hand from God. So also know, like, look, if making this decision means you have to let go of something and you just invested a shit ton of your time and effort and energy into, and you know in your heart it's the right choice, but you're like worried about the fallout of it, or where this is going, God's got your back. Okay, the angels are here. They're going to help turn the wheel forward and help you shift gears. They're literally bringing the new pathway in. The easier pathway is coming. Okay, so this one that feels dark and hard, it's okay to step off of it when this new thing shows up. Like, you guys, when you make this choice, things can really start moving again. Okay, so maybe some things are stagnant because there's a choice that needs to be made. Something needs to be decided about which way it's going to go. But when you do it, when you make the decision, it actually allows like divine forces to line things up in your favor and to move everything into alignment, to move everything right where it needs to go, you guys. This is incredibly lucky. Wheel of Fortune brings in good tidings. It brings in something that is in our favor. So this doesn't feel easy. You're gonna feel like you guys are really weighing things out, or really feeling maybe a little lost and confused as you're going through this process. Know that Spirit ultimately has your back, and that this is the beginning of something new. This is the beginning of something better, and that there's really great energy here. And once you reach the other side of this and you make the choice you need to make, whatever choice that ultimately is for you watching this, know that all the pieces will line up. Everything will come together and culminate to move things forward once again and in a good direction for you, to allow you to feel really that sense of ease and enjoyment of your life once again. Capricorn, those are your messages. So take care, guys. I wish you the best with this one. Bye.